All right, so go ahead and let's begin with you introducing yourself. State your name, age, current team name, and your occupation.
My name is Brett. I am 23 years old. I play for Arizona Rampage, and I work in neurological clinical research.
And how long have you played dodgeball?
Played a little over 2 years now, I think.
What got you into dodgeball?
I actually went to a charity tournament at the University of Arizona, and I lost. And the guys I lost to are the ones that play in this league that I play in. And I really wanted to beat them.
You mentioned that a charity tournament brought you into dodgeball. What kept you playing?
The competition, definitely. I mean, it's pretty fierce competition here, even in the recreational league. It's, everyone wants to win, and I want to win the most.
You find competition in dodgeball?
Oh yeah, absolutely, and incredibly so in the Southwest. From what I've heard, the Southwest has by far the most elite dodgeball in the country.
And this goes far beyond the movie.
Oh yeah, the movie is an entirely inaccurate representation of what dodgeball has become.
Now, is that something you'd like to see change with dodgeball?
Would I like it to be more like the movie?
Or basically how it's perceived? Because a lot of people, when they find out you play dodgeball, they ask, just like the movie, and they name the 5Ds and kind of go into that whole...
Yeah, I don't think people get just how fierce it actually is. I tell people I play dodgeball. I don't think they think it's a real sport. They consider it more of a hobby, and I definitely like to see that change because it definitely is a sport.
And are there any rivals out there that you'd consider current players that you like to go toe-to-toe against, or?
I mean, off the court, Chris Bell is definitely probably my biggest rival. While I'm playing, I don't really play other people. I just play individuals that I have to beat. I don't really look at personas while I'm on the court.
You see them as obstacles, more or less.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Let's see. What are some of the events that that your team has participated in? Rampage?
Well, Rampage has been around a lot longer than I've been on the team, but the ones that I've participated in, we've gone to a lot of the elite tournaments run by Mark Acom in the Southwest, and he puts on a great tournament. Some of the best teams in the country show up, and we're looking forward to doing more. But we've also done some local stuff in Phoenix and Tucson, some tournaments there, and Rampage generally has a pretty good showing for that.
Anything in the future coming up for yourself locally or for the team, or?
Every year Rampage does an international tour through either Malaysia or New Zealand. I believe it rotates between the two, so I may do that this year, but in the more short term, there's a tournament in Rochester, New York that I think Rampage is going to show up for, and I have a good feeling we're going to win it.
You mentioned individually you don't see other players as being obstacles, but how about any other teams out there that may give you guys a run for your money, or that you'd personally like to defeat or play against? Or
there's definitely two teams that I always want to see at every tournament, and that's Doom, based in LA, and Rise of Brutality out of San Diego. I really think those two teams are probably the best teams in probably the world when it comes to rubber dodgeball, and I always like playing against them. They put on a good show. They play us really hard every time, and they're the best teams in the country. So
awesome. And feel free to share anything you'd like for us to know, or about dodgeball, or where it's headed, or...
I mean, the sport's growing day by day, and I really encourage people to get out and play, because it's a great sport to showcase both individual and team talent. In our league specifically, there are a lot of great individual players, but every once in a while we'll get a brand new team that shows up that plays really well together as a team, and that's really great to see.
Awesome.